Before mirrors existed, no human being had ever truly seen their own face clearly. Not once. Not ever. What would that do to the way people understood themselves? The earliest mirrors weren't glass at all, they were polished stone. Archaeologists have discovered obsidian mirrors in Anatolia, in modern-day Turkey, dating back roughly 8,000 years, carefully ground and polished volcanic glass smooth enough to produce a hazy, dark reflection. These weren't precise images. They were dim, imperfect glimpses of a face, the very first time in human history that people could see themselves as others saw them. As metalworking advanced, mirrors evolved alongside it. By around 4000 BCE, ancient Egyptians and Mesopotamians were producing polished copper and bronze mirrors, and by roughly 1500 BCE, these metal mirrors had become common among Egyptian elites, often buried alongside their owners in tombs. Egyptian mirrors frequently carried religious significance too, associated with the sun god Ra and believed to hold protective, even magical properties beyond simple vanity. Ancient Chinese civilization independently developed sophisticated bronze mirror technology as early as 2000 BCE, eventually producing elaborately decorated bronze mirrors that became treasured status symbols among nobility. Chinese bronze mirrors often featured intricate engravings on their reverse sides depicting mythical creatures, cosmic symbols, and philosophical inscriptions, transforming a simple reflective object into a deeply symbolic piece of art and status. The ancient Greeks and Romans refined mirror technology further, producing polished bronze and silver mirrors that offered noticeably clearer reflections than earlier civilizations achieved. Wealthy Roman households commonly owned mirrors, and Roman writers occasionally warned against excessive vanity associated with mirror use, suggesting that concerns about mirrors fueling self-obsession are almost as old as mirrors themselves. Even 2,000 years ago, people were already worrying that mirrors made humans too preoccupied with their own appearance. For over 1,000 years following the fall of Rome, mirror technology in Europe stagnated significantly, while other civilizations continued advancing the craft. Meanwhile, in the Islamic world during the medieval period, scholars and craftsmen made significant advances in optics and glassmaking, laying crucial scientific groundwork that would later prove essential when Europe eventually resumed serious mirror innovation centuries later. The genuine breakthrough came in Venice during the 1200s and accelerated dramatically by the 1500s. Venetian glassmakers on the island of Murano developed techniques for backing glass with a thin layer of metal, typically a mercuritin amalgam, producing dramatically clearer, more accurate reflections than any mirror in previous human history. Venice guarded these techniques as closely protected state secrets, and craftsmen who leaked mirror-making methods to foreign powers reportedly faced severe punishment, sometimes even death. These new Venetian mirrors became extraordinarily expensive luxury items, affordable only to European royalty and the wealthiest aristocrats. The Hall of Mirrors at the Palace of Versailles, completed in 1684, showcased 357 mirrors and represented one of the most extravagant displays of wealth in European history, a direct symbol of France's determination to rival Venice's mirror-making dominance and demonstrate its own royal power and prestige. Everything changed in 1835, when German chemist Justus von Liebig developed a revolutionary new process for coating glass with silver nitrate, creating far cheaper, more durable, and significantly clearer mirrors than the old mercuritin method. This single chemical breakthrough transformed mirrors almost overnight from an exclusive aristocratic luxury into an affordable household item within reach of ordinary working families across Europe and America. As mirrors became genuinely commonplace throughout the late 1800s and 1900s, some historians and psychologists have argued this shift fundamentally altered human self-perception on a mass scale for the very first time. Before affordable mirrors existed, most ordinary people throughout history had only vague impressions of their own appearance, glimpsed occasionally in still water or dim, primitive reflections. Suddenly, nearly everyone could study their own face in sharp, precise detail, whenever they wanted. From hazy volcanic glass in ancient Turkey, to Venice's closely guarded mercury mirrors, to a single 19th-century chemical formula that put mirrors into ordinary households worldwide, humanity's relationship with its own reflection took thousands of years to fully develop. For most of human history, people simply didn't know exactly what they looked like. The next time you glance in a mirror without thinking twice, remember that simple, effortless moment is a remarkably recent luxury in the story of our species.